What if the moment you have been waiting for, the moment that could change everything, starts with saying one simple yes? Imagine standing at a crossroads, feeling the weight of uncertainty pressing down on your chest. You want to move forward, but fear whispers, telling you to stay safe, to cling to what you know. This hesitation, this fear of the unknown, is the very thing that holds so many dreams captive. But what if embracing that uncertainty is not a sign of weakness, but the first courageous step toward freedom? Today, as you listen, you are invited to step into that moment with open arms, to open your heart to the possibility that change is not only inevitable, but also the gateway to your greatest transformation. There is a mysterious power in saying yes to the unknown, a force that defies logic, but is felt deeply in the soul. When Mary said yes to the angel's message, she didn't have all the answers. She didn't know what lay ahead or how she would face the impossible challenges coming her way. What she did have was faith. Faith so strong, it turned uncertainty into a promise of new life. This moment of surrender, of trust, is something you can access right now. You might feel overwhelmed by your own challenges, burdened by doubts or past failures, but the truth is that every great change in history, every breakthrough, begins with a single act of courage, an act as simple and profound as saying yes. Why should you stay here, listen closely, and let this message sink in? Because within that simple act lies the power to rewrite your story. When you open yourself to change, you activate a deep part of your brain that thrives on growth and adaptation. Your mind begins to rewire itself for possibility rather than fear. This isn't just wishful thinking, it's a profound transformation that science and spirituality both recognize. When you embrace the unknown, you expand your capacity to heal, to create, and to become more than you ever imagined. The resistance, why? You feel is temporary. What you unlock by choosing courage is everlasting. Think about the moments in your life when everything shifted. The times you took a leap, even when your heart pounded with fear. Those were the moments when you stepped into your power. The journey doesn't require you to have all the answers now, just the willingness to trust that the path will reveal itself step by step. This invitation to say yes is a call to break free from paralysis and start moving forward. No matter how small the step may seem, it is the seed of transformation that, when nurtured, grows into a life filled with hope, joy, and meaning. So hold this thought close. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the choice to move through fear. Let this idea settle deep within you. Know that by choosing to open your heart today, you are beginning a journey towards something far greater than your current struggles. This is your moment to rise, to say yes to the unknown and embrace the extraordinary life waiting for you on the other side. Keep listening, because the path you seek is just ahead, and it starts here with this powerful choice. Now imagine what happens when that courageous yes ripples beyond just you, when it connects you to others in a way that strengthens your spirit and fuels your progress. You are not meant to walk this path alone. The power of genuine connection, the simple act of reaching out and being reached, is one of the deepest wells of strength you can draw from. When you allow yourself to be seen, heard, and supported, you activate a force that neuroscience calls social resilience. This is not just about friendship or casual support. It's the lifeline that sustains you through your darkest hours and propels you toward your highest dreams. Your courage grows exponentially when shared. Think about how many times you have felt isolated, like the weight of your challenges was yours alone to carry. That feeling, as crushing as it can be, is a signa, a reminder that your soul is craving connection. It is through connection that fear loses its grip. Because in the presence of others who believe in you, the impossible begins to shrink. When you build those bridges of support, you do more than just protect yourself. You create a network of hope and strength that carries you forward when your own strength falters. You become part of something greater than any one person. This shared power fuels resilience and rewires your brain to handle stress with grace and courage. Science reveals that human beings are wired for connection. Our brains release oxytocin, the bonding hormone, when we share kindness and receive empathy. This chemical flood doesn't just feel good, it heals wounds, reduces anxiety, and sharpens your ability to face challenges. Imagine harnessing this every day by simply opening your heart to those around you. Every act of kindness, every moment spent lifting someone else sends ripples back to your own spirit, reinforcing your resolve and lighting the path ahead. You may have underestimated how much your connection to others can transform your life. But the truth is, you cannot thrive alone. This connection is not just about giving or receiving. It is a cycle that feeds joy and hope. When you offer compassion to another, your brain rewards you with a sense of fulfillment and meaning. That fulfillment becomes a shield against despair. You create a safe space within yourself where courage grows and joy takes root even amid hardship. It is this cycle that keeps the flame alive in your heart, reminding you that you are part of a community bound, not by circumstance, but by shared humanity and hope. You are more powerful, more resilient, and more joyful when you lean into these bonds. So as you sit with this moment, know that every reach toward connection is a reach toward your own healing and transformation. The loneliness you feel is not a weakness, but a call to engage deeply, authentically, and fearlessly. When you connect, you create a sacred space where courage flourishes and joy multiplies. Let this truth settle within you. Your strength is amplified by your willingness to embrace others and be embraced in return. This is not a passive thought. It is an active choice that fuels your journey forward. The power of connection is your fuel, your foundation, and your future. Embrace it with open arms, knowing that through it you become unstoppable. Within the space created by connection and courage lies the quiet miracle of new beginnings. Every day you hold within your hands the power to birth something extraordinary. Whether it's a fresh mindset, a healing heart, or a dream long buried beneath doubt. New beginnings don't always announce themselves with fanfare. Often they arrive softly, wrapped in moments of gratitude and small acts of care. The power of appreciating what you have, even in the face of hardship, is a force that rewires your brain and reshapes your entire experience of life. Gratitude is not merely a feeling, it's a practice that unlocks joy from within, no matter the circumstances. When you intentionally focus on the blessings, the little moments of light that break through darkness, your brain shifts its wiring. Instead of dwelling on scarcity and pain, it begins to recognize abundance and possibility. This shift fuels resilience and kindles hope, lighting the way through challenges that once seemed insurmountable. You may not realize it, but every day is a chance to reset your inner world by tuning into what is good, what is beautiful, and what sustains you. Gratitude becomes the soil where new dreams take root, growing stronger with every breath and every thought of thankfulness. The miracle of new beginnings also asks you to honor humility, the understanding that growth is a process, not a destination. Humility frees you from the weight of perfection and the pressure of needing to have it all figured out. It invites you to be present with where you are, without judgment, while holding a quiet confidence in where you are headed. This balance between acceptance and hope creates a fertile ground for transformation. When you embrace humility, you let go of the impossible expectation to control every outcome. Instead, you become a gardener of your own soul, nurturing your hopes patiently and with gentle care. Gratitude and humility combined give you a unique kind of strength, one that does not demand immediate results, but trusts deeply in the unfolding process. This strength is a steady flame inside you, steady even when the winds of doubt and fear howl around your spirit. It empowers you to face the unknown, not with desperation, but with peaceful determination. Every small act of gratitude, every moment of humble acceptance builds momentum. It is this momentum that carries you forward, making the impossible feel possible and the distant feel near. The joy that arises from new beginnings is not superficial happiness. It is a profound, soul-deep joy born from the recognition that you are part of a larger unfolding plan, a life that is constantly renewing itself through your willingness to embrace the present with gratitude and humility. This joy gives you energy when your body feels weak and clarity when your mind is clouded. It is an inner wellspring that no external circumstance can drain. It invites you to celebrate progress, no matter how small, and to trust that every seed of hope you plant today will bloom into tomorrow's triumph. So allow yourself to lean fully into this moment of new beginnings. Let gratitude fill your heart and humility steady your steps. Know that by embracing these simple but powerful truths, you are awakening a force within you that can overcome any obstacle. You are birthing a life rich with meaning, purpose, and joy. This is your invitation to start fresh, to believe deeply, and to move forward with unstoppable courage. Your new beginning is here, ready to grow as you nurture it with your faith and your heart. When you nurture new beginnings with gratitude and humility, you unlock a profound truth. True fulfillment comes not from what you receive, but from what you give. Offering your time, your talents, your very self to others transforms not only their lives, but ignites a powerful fire within your own spirit. This act of giving, without expectation or demand, creates a ripple effect that nourishes your soul and elevates your purpose. The science behind this is clear. When you serve others selflessly, your brain releases chemicals that produce lasting feelings of happiness, peace, and motivation. Giving becomes a sacred practice that heals wounds, fuels your resilience, and deepens your connection to the world around you. But giving is more than a simple action. It is a commitment to living beyond yourself, to seeing the impact you can make even in the smallest moments. When you share your gifts, you participate in something much greater than any single struggle or setback. You become a vessel for hope, a beacon of light that can inspire others to find their own strength. This act reaffirms your worth and reminds you that your life matters, not because of what you accomplish, but because of the love and care you extend to those around you. Every act of kindness is a declaration that joy and courage are not just possible, but inevitable when you choose to give freely. Offering yourself in service also builds an unshakable foundation for inner peace. When your motivation shifts from seeking external validation to serving a higher purpose, you step out of the cycle of anxiety and self-doubt. Your sense of worth no longer depends on outcomes or approval, but rests firmly in the knowledge that your contributions matter. This shift rewires your brain, increasing your resilience and emotional stability. It frees you to act with clarity and confidence, even in the face of uncertainty. Giving becomes your anchor, a steady force that keeps you grounded as you navigate life's unpredictable currents. It is essential to recognize that true giving does not drain your energy. It replenishes it. Every time you extend compassion or offer support, you tap into a deep well of fulfillment that replenishes your spirit. The satisfaction derived from helping others activates reward centers in your brain, creating a cycle of joy and motivation that sustains you over time. This internal feedback loop is a source of limitless strength, especially when life feels overwhelming. Through giving, you break free from isolation and become part of a greater movement toward healing, growth, and joy. By embracing service as a core part of your life, you transform your pain into purpose. You shift your focus from what is lacking to what you can offer, from fear to action, from doubt to confidence. This choice is transformative, unlocking potential that may have seemed out of reach. You begin to see yourself not as a victim of circumstance, but as an active creator of change. Every gesture of giving is a step toward the person you are meant to be, a person rooted in courage, compassion, and unwavering joy. So open your heart to the power of giving. Let it become your daily practice and your source of strength. Know that by offering yourself freely, you ignite a light that can never be extinguished. This light will guide you through challenges, inspire those around you, and lead you to a life overflowing with meaning and peace. Your greatest power lies in the generosity of your spirit. Give boldly, give lovingly, and watch as your life transforms in ways you never thought possible. When you choose to give freely, you unlock a deeper drive within yourself, the relentless pursuit of clarity and purpose. There comes a moment when the noise around you fades and the questions that once scattered your thoughts sharpen into a single powerful focus. Finding your purpose is not a passive hope, but an act. I've quest, a fierce determination to uncover what truly matters to your soul. It demands that you refuse to settle for confusion, complacency, or distractions that pull you away from your authentic path. The brain responds to this clarity with heightened motivation, increased focus, and a sense of fulfillment that nothing external can replicate. Purpose is the fire that fuels your persistence and sustains you through trials. Seeking clarity requires courage, the courage to confront uncomfortable truths about yourself and the life you are living. It is tempting to drift through days without asking the hard questions, but true transformation comes when you commit to this search. When you align your actions with your deepest values, the tension that once weighed on your heart begins to dissolve. Every step taken toward clarity strengthens your resolve, rewires your neural pathways for resilience, and builds momentum that propels you forward. Your purpose becomes a compass, cutting through doubt and fear, guiding you with unwavering certainty even when the path is unclear. This pursuit of clarity is a process of relentless refinement. It demands that you sift through layers of expectation, past pain, and false beliefs to reveal your authentic self beneath. Psychological research reveals that setting clear, meaningful goals activates the brain's reward system, creating a feedback loop that motivates sustained effort and focus. When you discover what truly moves you, your entire being responds with energy and enthusiasm. The distractions that once derailed you lose their power, and you find yourself magnetically drawn to the life you were meant to live. This alignment between purpose and action unlocks an unstoppable force within you. In this process, patience becomes a powerful ally. Clarity rarely arrives all at once. It unfolds gradually as you lean into the questions and commit to the journey. It asks you to embrace uncertainty while holding a steadfast belief in your potential. This balance between faith and effort creates a resilience that cannot be shaken by setbacks or delays. Your brain learns to reframe obstacles as opportunities for growth, turning challenges into stepping stones rather than barriers. This shift in mindset transforms every struggle into a meaningful part of your story and propels you toward your goals with renewed vigor. Purpose fuels joy that runs deeper than fleeting happiness. It is a radiant energy born from living intentionally and authentically. When your actions align with your core values, your life takes on a vibrancy and meaning that ignites passion and sustains motivation. This joy acts as an inner lighthouse, guiding you through storms and illuminating the path forward. It anchors you in the knowledge that your life is not random or accidental, but deeply woven with intention and significance. Embrace this pursuit of clarity and purpose with relentless determination. Let it become the lens through which you view every decision, every challenge, and every moment. Know that this search is the key to unlocking your true potential and living a life of courage, joy, and unstoppable momentum. Your purpose is not distant or unreachable. It is alive inside you now, waiting to be claimed with every deliberate step you take forward. As you move deeper into the pursuit of your purpose, you encounter a powerful truth. Transformation is born not only from external action, but from the quiet power of ritual and repetition. There is something profoundly grounding in the rhythm of focused practice, a steady cadence that calms the mind and opens the heart. When you commit to a daily discipline, whether it's prayer, meditation, or reflection, you create a sacred space where your soul can reconnect with its deepest truths. This repetitive act, far from monotonous, becomes a powerful tool to quiet the noise of doubt and fear, allowing clarity, courage, and peace to emerge naturally. Neuroscience, réveille. LS that consistent repetition rewires the brain, strengthening pathways that support resilience, calmness, and emotional balance. This rhythm becomes your anchor amid chaos. Life will always present challenges that threaten to pull you off course, but the regular practice of turning inward gives you a refuge, a place where you can regain strength and perspective. The brain responds to these moments of stillness by reducing stress hormones and increasing feel-good chemicals like serotonin and dopamine. This biological response is your body's way of telling you that ritual is essential for survival and growth. By embracing this steady practice, you reclaim control over your emotional state and prepare yourself to face whatever comes next with grace and confidence. The beauty of ritual is that it invites you to be fully present, to let go of the past and future, and to anchor yourself in the now. In this presence, you discover a deep connection to something greater than yourself, whether you call it spirit, purpose, or inner wisdom. This connection fuels transformation by reminding you that you are not alone, that your efforts are part of a larger unfolding, and that your journey has meaning beyond the immediate moment. When you return again and again to your chosen practice, you cultivate a sanctuary of hope and courage that no external circumstance can shake. This sanctuary is also a space for healing. The mind holds on to wounds and fears that can keep you trapped in cycles of doubt and despair. But through consistent ritual, you create an environment where those old patterns lose their grip. The brain begins to replace fear with calm, judgment with compassion, and confusion with clarity. You start to see yourself with new eyes, eyes that recognize your worth and potential. This shift is not sudden. It is a gradual unfolding that rewards patience and dedication. Every moment spent in this sacred rhythm strengthens your ability to transform pain into power, setbacks into lessons, and fear into faith. Let this practice become your secret weapon. Know that the simple act of showing up for yourself each day in whatever form feels right is a radical declaration of your commitment to transformation. It is a daily choice to nurture your inner strength and align with your highest purpose. The power of repetition is a silent force that builds momentum beneath the surface, quietly reshaping your mind, body, and soul. Through this rhythm, you awaken to a life filled with deeper peace, unwavering courage, and unstoppable joy. Your transformation is not just possible, it is inevitable when you embrace the sacred power of ritual. When you embrace the power of ritual and repetition, you step into a profound truth. Your mindset shapes your reality. The way you think, the beliefs you hold, the stories you tell yourself, they are the architects of your experience. This is not mere theory. It is a psychological reality supported by the way your brain processes information and shapes behavior. Your mind can either be your greatest ally or your harshest prison. Choosing to cultivate empowering thoughts rewires your brain to focus on opportunity, growth, and possibility. This shift transforms challenges into stepping stones and fear into fuel. Every thought is a seed planted in the fertile ground of your mind, and what you nurture grows. The challenge is that negative patterns often feel automatic, ingrained by years of repetition. Yet the good news is that your brain is incredibly plastic, capable of change at any moment. You have the power to choose which thoughts to feed and which to starve. When you practice shifting your mindset from limitation to possibility, you create new neural pathways that support confidence, courage, and resilience. This is not about ignoring reality or pretending difficulties don't exist. It's about intentionally focusing your attention on what empowers you to take action, to rise, to keep moving forward. D, your mind is a powerful tool, one you can learn to wield with precision. This transformation begins with awareness, the ability to recognize the thoughts that hold you back. Awareness shines a light on patterns of self-doubt, fear, or negativity that undermine your progress. Once you see these thoughts clearly, you gain the power to interrupt them, to choose new constructive responses. This moment of conscious choice is the gateway to freedom. It separates you from automatic reactions and places you firmly in the driver's seat of your inner world. With practice, this becomes your natural state. You build an internal fortress where empowering beliefs reign and limiting ones lose their power. Focusing on positive, growth-oriented thoughts doesn't mean you deny pain or difficulty. Instead, it means you acknowledge challenges without letting them define you. You learn to interpret obstacles as temporary and solvable, setbacks as lessons rather than failures. This mindset builds emotional resilience, your capacity to recover from adversity with strength and clarity. It deepens your courage, allowing you to face uncertainty with confidence rather than hesitation. Your mental landscape becomes a field of possibility, ready to be cultivated with hope, determination, and faith. This mental transformation ripples outward, influencing every area of your life. When your mindset is aligned with courage and possibility, your actions naturally follow. You take risks, embrace challenges, and pursue your goals with relentless energy. You inspire those around you simply by embodying strength and hope. This is the power of a mind trained to focus on what empowers rather than what limits. It is the foundation of a life lived fully, one where your dreams are no longer distant wishes but tangible realities in progress. So, commit to nurturing your mindset every day. Guard your thoughts as fiercely as you protect your heart. Know that every choice to believe in yourself, to set, eat beyond fear, and to focus on possibility is a powerful act of transformation. Your mind is the gateway to your future. When you master your thoughts, you master your life. The strength, joy, and courage you seek are born in this sacred space. Choose to cultivate them now and watch your world transform. Now, with your mindset sharpening and your purpose unfolding, the most powerful step awaits, embracing unwavering faith in the unseen. Faith is not blind belief. It is the courageous choice to trust in the process of life, even when the path is hidden or uncertain. It is the quiet force that moves you forward when evidence is scarce and doubt threatens to consume your spirit. Scientific studies confirm that faith, whether in a higher power, in yourself, or in the journey itself, activates brain regions linked to optimism, resilience, and emotional regulation. This inner trust becomes a shield against despair, a source of strength that refuses to yield to fear. Faith invites you to surrender control without surrendering hope. It asks you to release the grip on outcomes, to stop wrestling with every twist and turn, and instead to place your trust in the natural unfolding of your life. This surrender is not weakness, but profound strength. It frees your energy from resistance and channels it toward growth. When you practice faith, you build an inner sanctuary where peace resides even amidst chaos. This sanctuary nurtures courage because you know deep within that you are held by something greater than your current struggle. The brain's stress response diminishes, replaced by calm, clarity, and renewed motivation. Holding faith means believing in your own resilience before it is visible. It means standing firm in your commitment to growth, even when progress feels slow or invisible. This belief strengthens the neural circuits responsible for perseverance, enabling you to sustain effort and hope over the long haul. When you cultivate faith, you develop the kappa, ability to face setbacks, not as failures, but as essential parts of a larger, purposeful journey. Your mind and heart align in a powerful synergy that propels you forward, transforming obstacles into lessons and doubt into determination. Faith also connects you to a timeless rhythm, a pattern of birth, death, and rebirth that exists in every aspect of life. This rhythm reminds you that endings are beginnings in disguise, that every dark night gives way to dawn. Knowing this awakens patience and deepens your trust in timing beyond your control. You learn to flow with life's cycles rather than resist them, understanding that your growth follows a natural pattern. This surrender to timing liberates you from frustration and fear, replacing it with a profound peace that sustains you through uncertainty. When faith becomes the foundation of your journey, you discover an unshakable joy that cannot be taken by circumstance. This joy arises from knowing you are never truly alone, never truly lost. It is a radiant light within you that shines brighter the more you nurture it. This inner light fuels your courage and sustains your hope, even in the darkest moments. It transforms your journey from a lonely battle into a sacred dance with life itself, a dance guided by trust, resilience, and unwavering belief. Choose to anchor yourself in faith today. Let it become the steady heartbeat beneath every step you take forward. Know that this faith is not wishful thinking, but a scientifically supported source of power. It holds you, strengthens you, and moves you toward the life you were always meant to live. When you embrace faith, you embrace your true strength, the power to rise, to grow, and to shine beyond all fear.